Well, this is just great. Stuck again.
Welcome to another edition of Typically Hazardous. I am Steven, and it's the crack of dawn. We're headed up to a ranch up in the mountains. We're going to help a buddy of mine move a little bit of cattle. It's freezing cold. It's 24 degrees down here in the valley. I think once we get up in the mountains, it'll probably be sub 20. And I'm already cold, and I'm just sitting in the truck. So this will be fun. Too early to get going without a little something. So we're gonna stop up here at the co-op and grab ourselves something before we really get out there.
Lord knows reason. I'm just a cowboy.
So that place, about the most expensive gas around, but best burrito around.
Old worn out jeans.
So this is my trusty steed for the day. His name is Bean, and Bean is a beautiful little bay Mustang captured by the BLM and trained by my friend Kevin. This is his ranch that we're on, and Bean is such a scrappy little dude and really sweet to boot. He's just a great little horse. Okay, so here's the plan. It's 3 of us riders, my trusty horse Bean. We're gonna gather up about 40 head of cattle and drive them about 20 miles back to the main ranch. So we've started to gather a couple. Here's a few head here. What a beautiful, beautiful day. We got a couple more to pick up before we get going out of this little pasture though. So we've got all of them, and we decide we got this great idea. Let's take a shortcut. Everybody loves a shortcut, right? So we start driving these cows up this little road, and then we're gonna cut them up into the shortcut. And so this is what this is what happens. We really loved this shortcut until the brush got so thick we could not push through anymore. And so we had to get off of our horses and walk down to these cows and push them back the other way. It was a little bit of a disaster, but not too bad. You know, it's all about making life interesting, and we got a chance to do that. Okay, so we get them out of the brush, and we're driving them. And goodness, look at how beautiful the countryside is. So we're driving them down this road, and everything's going good. This is actually pretty much the easiest part of the drive here, the next couple of miles. And the tricky part is right here. You can see in front of us, the next part of this drive is through these mountains. Such a beautiful moment in time. This is one that gets captured in your memory forever. Okay, so here's the difficult parts, is there's 4 or 5 of these really nasty little draws that you've got to run the cows along the side of the mountain, down through this draw, then up the other side of the mountain. What the other riders are doing, they're up above, and I'm kind of at the bottom of this draw. And I'm catching any of the cows that get the bright idea that they're gonna leak out and come down the bottom of this draw. And so it's my job to pick those up while they drive the primary herd. And so we push them through this brush and up the other side of the mountain. I get probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9 that decide they want to come through this way. that's where we were, and here's where we're going. You can see that last cow kind of moving up there. And you got to take a moment and just admire. It's a mental photograph that you just never forget right there. And this is the final leg. We got through all the draws, and we're just about there. And that's the ranch right there. And Bean just slayed him today. All right, well, we just finished up. We got all of those cows drug in off their pastures into their winter pasture. So honestly, it was cool, but it was like pretty uneventful. There's like no crazy stories. There's nothing like that. So I guess a good day. I guess a pretty good day. You know, I just pulled into this gas station because I think it's only fitting that we have like a little celebratory, you know, Coke or something like that. Okay, look, here's the deal, you guys. If you are going to ask your cowboy buddies to help you with a cattle drive, you better ensure that there is a barbecue waiting and ready when they finally brought those cows back home. It's just common courtesy. Common courtesy. Now you know. There you have it. Thank you for joining me on Typically Hazardous. I am Steven. We'll see you next time.